I want to be real for a moment because I don't usually make videos like this. My videos are usually hyper edited and everything, with the zoom in, zoom out, pan and zoom cuts and everything. But today I want to make a video that's uncut, which is raw essentially, where I expose the biggest problem with students of our age, of our modern day and era. You see, as students, we lack ambition. And I know this may sound obvious, and before I lose your attention, let me speak and elaborate. श्योर भाई बोलने को बोल सकते कि मैं IIT जाना चाह रहा हूँ, मैं एम्स जाना चाह रहा हूँ, मैं UPSC क्रैक करना चाह रहा हूँ. मगर the thing is like you don't do much in order to achieve the goal. Like unless you're studying for like 10-12 hours on a daily basis, you don't deserve the right to say कि I want to go to IIT. Because if you want something, you have to behave like you want it. Like if you want a girl, you have to behave like you want the girl. You can't be like a dick or something like that. And I feel like it works the same way in education. Most of your goals which you have essentially are directly proportional to how you behave with girls essentially. And I'm not going to speak about this right now because like it's going to get too red pilled and I don't really fuck with the red pill. But what I'm trying to say is that you lack ambition and we're going to fix that. So the first thing you need to do in order to fix your ambition is to lower your baseline of dopamine. तो भाई देखो अपना भी एक baseline रहता है dopamine का. And when you watch porn, when you fap, when you listen to music, when you play video games, your dopamine baseline increases and you feel good. अच्छा दिखता भाई, बहुत ज़बरदस्त दिखता. मगर क्या होता? When the dopamine hit goes down, what happens is it goes down below your baseline and you feel shittier. And because of that, you feel depression. Because of that, you feel like shit. And this is why you're not ambitious. Your baseline of dopamine is too low. You're like too resistant to dopamine essentially. And you need to do more and more and more of the thing in order to feel more dopamine. So how do you increase your baseline of dopamine? The first thing you need to do in order to increase your baseline of dopamine is to get rid of these easy and cheap sources of dopamine. Like scrolling reels and porn and music and everything. I mean, music is fine in my opinion. Like, usse zyada kuch nahi hota. Like, the main things essentially, like video games and everything. You need to get rid of this from your life. And bolne ko easy rehta ki, oh yeah bro, just get rid of the drug in your life. But it's not that easy. I know it's not that easy. I've been in that position myself. I've been in a position where I played Minecraft for 16 hours a day, listening to 2 different songs at the same time just to feel something, watching porn for like 4-5 hours straight while fapping. I've been there, bro. I was that guy. This was literally me, bro. It's currently 2:40. Okay, 2:40 mark. I'll pull up a picture of myself. I'm a completely different person now, and that's all because of my intentional and deliberate efforts in improving myself. So in order to remove these distractions from your life, you need to slowly, progressively deload. Slowly decrease how much time you do something for. If you're fapping on a daily basis like 3 times, decrease it to 2, then 1, then once in 2 days, once in 3 days, once in 4 days, and then dekhe jab tak you're fapping once a month, which is like where I'm at. You want to decrease the problem so much that it's no longer a problem. Like it's fine, like fapping once per month is not going to kill you, bro. And this works with any bad habit, video games, porn, masturbation, anything, bro. You have to progressively deload, hallu, decrease karna hai. Another thing you want to do, meditate. I could speak about meditation now, magar I've already spoke about it in a previous video. The video's name is The Only Good Self-Improvement Habit You Need. So you can go check that video out. I spoke about meditation in detail in that video. So go ahead and check that video out, bro, if you want details on how to meditate, why to meditate, and everything like that. Everything in between, essentially. The next problem of students of our era is that we are too distracted. And I've already spoke about this in the previous part of this video, magar I want to get in more detail about distractions. Being distracted shows that you're not committed. Of course, IIT jana hai. You have to be committed into the goal of getting into IIT. Jab IIT Bombay ka CSE goal hai, you have to be committed as hell, you have to be dedicated. And what sabotages your dedication is ki video games, is reels and everything like that. Of course, ek IITian bola hunga ki unhe video games khelte IIT nikala. Magar you're not that guy. That guy who jo IIT games khelte nikala, he has more IQ than Albert Einstein, than like Newton. So you're not that guy. Don't believe ki, oh, if he did it, I can too as well. Chances are you have room temperature IQ, bro. So don't expect ki just because some guy did it, like so can I. People like me, if you're anything like me essentially, and you're probably anything like me because you're watching a video from me, you're pretty retarded, okay? Cheeza hallu samajh mein aate hai. Your brain doesn't work as fast. And because of that, you need every single advantage that you can get. And the biggest advantage is to streamline your focus, is to remove distractions and put your head down and study. Spend as much time as possible studying without burning out, without completely fatiguing out. Because of course, you have to be energetic while you're studying. You need to have good focus and everything like that. And you can't have good focus when you're burnt out. So what have we spoken about until now? Number one, we have spoken about the fact that you need to increase your ambition. The second thing we've spoken about is your distractions. How do you remove these distractions? Progressive deloading. I've already spoke about this. You need to slowly reduce these distractions. And I want to get into more detail about why you should reduce these distractions. Because, most people are retarded. Like, agar alcohol kar rahe, bro, alcohol is bad for you. No, it helps me calm down. Bolke bolte Allah, bro. Like, you have to tell them that the drug they're doing is bad for them to understand. Ki, oh yeah, it's probably bad for me. The first thing is ki, the ROI is so goddamn low. Like, video games khel ke kya milta bhai? Like, genuinely think about it. Let's compare these two things. The ROI, the return on investment of studying, or the return of investment on video games. For studying, you're building your future. You're leading your life into a direction that actually matters, that is fundamentally rewarding for you, that is fulfilling. By video games, you're wasting your time. Sure, you might be getting unloaded by playing video games. You might be winding down and everything. Magar there are better ways to wind down than just playing video games and frying your dopamine system. Of course, khel sakte video games, in moderation, everything is fine in my opinion. Magar the thing is, if you live in moderation, you will get moderate results. So if you want to live your life in moderation, where you scroll, where you fap, where you scroll, when you play video games, you can't expect to be exceptional at something. And if you're watching a video like this, of course you want to be exceptional at your studies. You're a student after all. IIT jana hai bolte, you have to be exceptional at JEE Advanced PIQs. And you can't expect to be exceptional while you're living in moderation. To get extreme results, you will have to live an extreme life. You will have to study for 12 hours a day, consistently on a daily basis without excuses. No matter kitna thake hue, no matter kitni kam neend mili. None of that shit matters, bhai. At the end of the day, nobody cares ki kitna mehnat kare, kya ya nahi kare. What they care about is ki IIT mila ya nahi mila, wo college mila kya nahi mila. You just don't know how beautiful you are. And baby, that's my favorite part. You walk around so clueless to it all. Like nobody gonna break your heart. It's gonna be alright, babe. See, we ain't gotta worry. We ain't in a hurry, rushing into love. And if it's only for the night, babe. Sorry about that. What were we talking about? We were talking about how to reduce distractions and why to reduce distractions. The number one reason is the ROI is too low. The second reason is ki give me a moment. I have to think about this. You're wasting your time essentially. You're not getting a proper, fulfilling, rewarding experience. You're not building yourself towards anything meaningful. If anything, you're just fucking around essentially. And no, you can't fuck around with life, bro. It's kind of obvious. As I said, if you want meaningful results, you'll have to put in meaningful actions. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you want to get into IIT, you will have to put a deliberate, focused focused action and plan in order to get into IIT. In Nishan Jindal video, I made a video against Nishan Jindal, and I said ki IIT mein unhe ghalti se kiya. I take that back. I was wrong. Of course, I know ki it sounds like arey bhai ne bolta kuch and then he changes his mind the other day. But I thought about it and it's nobody gets 247 rank on accident. And that's the thing, bro. Success takes time. You don't accidentally become rich. You don't accidentally get into IIT. Nothing happens on accident, man. If you fail, it wasn't just an accident. You failed because you deserve to fail. And one of the main things you can do in order to deserve to fail is not be committed, is to not have a direct plan of action in order to get into IIT or whatever the fuck you plan to do, bro. The thing is, if you're not gonna take any of my advice, you're essentially preparing yourself for failure. Of course, अच्छा सुनता था ये सुन के कि we're all gonna get into IIT. But the reality of it is, not all 15 lakh JEE aspirants are getting into IIT, let alone an NIT for a matter of fact. The thing is कि most of us are just gonna fail, right? अच्छा दिखता था भाई सुन के कि चलो भाई सब IIT में मिलेंगे. मगर that doesn't happen, does it now? That does not happen. So if you're not studying, if you're distracted, if you're not focused or anything, just prepare yourself for failure already. मेरे को DMs आते हैं भाई दूसरे JEE aspirants से looking for guidance. I just say if you want my advice, just message me. I don't say कि oh yeah I'm this JEE mentor and I'm gonna give you advice. Like if you want my advice, if you value what I have to say, then sure you can go ahead and message me. But what I'm not saying is कि like I'm a mentor and everything like that. So as I was saying, some kids are like oh मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मैं fail हो जाता हूँ and everything. मगर that's like the thing is you only fail if you set yourself up for failure. You can't fail if you set yourself up for success. And I know this sounds obvious, but I want you to really think about this. Let it marinate in your brain for a few days even. Don't set yourself up for failure, You only succeed if you deserve to succeed. The guys who are millionaires deserve to be millionaires. You can't expect to succeed when you're fucking around, essentially. And yep, this is your Professor Civilized heading off. Bro, why do my eyes look so small, bro? Oh my god, put the glasses back on, man. And what the fuck? That's all for now. I hope you have a very elastic day. This is your neighborhood friendly civil signing off. And bye.